guys, this is what I'm on about. This is what fishing's all about as well. You can be fishing on the lake and you don't know what you're going to catch. I have caught the most beautifulest looking coloured carp you've ever seen. You wait till I show you. I am going to hold this one. Look at that. Oop. Look at this for the carp. This is what you call, keep still, a gorgeous carp. Look at the colours on that. Look at it's orange carp. It's more like a goldfish, but it's got mottled colours on it and it's beautiful. That's what you go carp fishing for. I'm letting it have a go at my thumb at the moment, but I'm holding it so it doesn't flip about all over the place because I don't lose it. It is gorgeous. Beautiful, 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 gorgeous fish. Look at that. That's what you go fishing for, look. You can understand why I get so excited about fish. Especially if you pull one out like that. That is beautiful. To me, that is absolutely, it's a first for me. I've never caught one like that. Never caught a fish that colour. It's good, look at the colours, look. Both sides. Wow. Let's put it back in with care. That is beautiful, that is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's what fishing's all about, guys. Now you can understand why the fishing, why I love it so much. I'm buzzing with that. I am really buzzing. And believe it or not, I'm catching loads of stuff on this rod. And on that, well, that was the first bite I've had on that rod since I've had something to eat. But this rod here has been going mental. I've had, whoops, come here. I've had two nice big bream while I've been not filming, because I'm downloading one as we speak. As I speak, sorry. And I just can't believe that fish. That was absolutely phenomenal. Not phenomenal, phenomenal. And that was on my method, my float rod. I've been having little carp, and I've had one or two. I've had a lovely bream out of here, lovely bream. I just can't believe it, man. The fish coming out today are excellent. And you can see it's warm. I'm taking my hat off now, I'm getting too hot. But the breeze is still coming across and the wind has changed direction. And yeah, I've got a bite on this one now as I'm speaking. This, where the float is, has been going mental. Honest. Nice big swell just come out there by in front of me just there. But this one, I've been catching, yeah, what is it? No, is it? It's took one of my maggots. But this part here has been going mental because the reason why, I've been having little gudgeon out. I've had about 4 or 5 little gudgeon which I haven't caught for ages. And it's just amazing me how it suddenly kicked up. I said I'm only just dropping out the end of my rod with my float. And then because I've got a long trail of I'm over depth by about 3 foot, but I don't care because it's just dragging and the fish are just coming forward. Throw a few little freebies out for it as well. The breeze is just starting to pick up again, just like calm. Amazing. We've got 2 of them horrible grieve birds that go for the fish. Anyway. Since I've, oops, that is it. Since I've changed my hook length on my method feeder, I'm catching fish. Spin around here a touch. Yeah, I'm catching fish. And I'm going to chuck you down in a minute towards the rods again. I'm going to put you on pause. All guys, I'm back. Yeah. And I said that fish was absolutely beautiful. Now, some people will class it as a goldfish, but it's not. That was a carp. That was a lovely coloured carp, that was. As I said, I've seen people catch them before, but I've never caught one. But that was gorgeous. And I'm on again. Well, this little rod in the side, just over here, honest. It's going to be mental, it is. But you got to throw a bit of bait out, it goes wild. I'm only getting a little pinch, about 10 maggots at a time, around about 10 maggots, just throwing them. And within a couple of minutes I'm getting the bites. There's been a lot of little stuff. Had my dinner and I made myself a fresh brew. And yeah, not doing too bad. You might get a bit of wind noise now because I haven't got my mic on, it's playing up. So forgive me if there's a lot of wind noise. Yeah, here we go again. While I was bringing that carp in, there was a big monster carp swimming around there. And he got to be at least 15 pounds, probably bigger. Right in the size, big carp like that, just swimming around. As I was bringing that fish, and I thought, so that's him as well. That would have been cheating. No, but oh God, I just can't believe it. And since I've put a shorter link on my method feeder, I am hitting the bites now, which is good for me. So So I've been having line bites all the time. So now I'm actually hitting fish. But there seems to come, as I said, I've been charging my phone up. And I've got you on charge while I'm filming now. Yeah. I'll have to buy a giant battery pack to keep you on charge. This one's playing up already, just dipping every now and again. There he goes, go on. But yeah, up, come off. Oh, that one's gone now. Or did I hit it with that hook, right? With that hook? I don't know. I'm gonna drop that one back out again, it's still bait on it. I'm gonna let a little bit of line off because we're not moving with it properly. Got me ashtray, look. Soup. Tomato soup. All my nubs going in there. But yeah, a couple of blokes over there shouting across, oh, that's a nice fish, mate. When I pulled it out. And a couple of blokes over there in a brown van said, oh, that looks like a nice colour. Before I started filming, to show you what I caught. Because I had to get that on film. I had to. Because it was so nice. I missed that one. Oh, look at the birds. Maggots, sorry. I bet if I had chopped worm today, bloody hell, this would have went mental. Oh, look at that. Suck to hell. I've got 3 maggots on there and they've all given. Now, as I said, people's mental health. I've seen a couple of people this week and I've had sad news off people who I know, where I work. My niece's granddad had Parkinson's, like my mother-in-law. His wife come in Monday. He says, how are you, Cole? I said, I'm alright, Dad, how are you? And she looked a bit worse for wear. I said, you alright, Dad? And she said, oh, we haven't been in for the last couple of months. I said, well, I haven't been in for the last couple of months, sweetheart. I've been in hospital. I had my operation and that. I had a bit of sad news. My niece's granddad died of Alzheimer's. He had a bleed on the brain as well, so she lost him at Christmas. So I haven't seen them since Christmas. Usually I see them in the shops by me, so. And I asked her how she's keeping. And she goes, well, my mental health hasn't been too good. And her daughter was with her, and she goes, I'm looking after my mum. I said, well done. Sorry, her oldest granddaughter was there, not a daughter, her oldest granddaughter, who's my niece as well. And she said, how are you? I said, how's your nan been? She goes, oh, she's been a bit, forgetful. And sobbing and that. I said, well, which is understandable, because she was married to her husband for 40 odd years. No, 30 odd years. No, 40 odd years. When you've been with a partner that long and all of a sudden they've gone, like I missed that one. Have I? No, it's still on, I think. You know, it's hard. Yeah, that one's gone. Oh God. The method feeder is nearly as big as the fish, look. It's ridiculous. And that's another little carp, little common. These greaves are bloody taking bits out of them. Oh, that pissed me off, them birds, they really do. But yeah, well, of course, you know, I had a couple of 5 minutes with her, sit down and have a talk to her. Give her my phone number. I said, look, if you ever want to talk, want a coffee, I said, you know where I live. If you see me car there, pop in, it's all right, come and have a drink. Come and have a coffee with me and the wife. And but in one respect I shouldn't have offered, because her husband wasn't as bad as my mother-in-law, because my mother-in-law, as I said, is virtually, as you would say, smoked my finger. Ouch. As I would say, my mother-in-law is like a racehorse. If she was a horse, she would have put it down. It's a bloody shame. You see the way my mother-in-law is. She's not living, she's just existing, and it's a shame. Not for me, for my wife. And you know, one of them. But yeah, I don't just talk about fishing, I talk about everything else, as you know, general things in life. But if I don't talk, I'll probably lose my head. Because this is my, when I'm fishing, this is my medicine. Keeps my mental health in check. As you've heard me before, if you look at one of my videos, it says life saved. That was because of a friend of mine, Malcolm. He's coming up to his second anniversary when he passed away. What are you speeding round for, mate? Slow down. Excuse me, I've just seen a white van. You might see him in a minute. Might see him now. Just speeding around like a twat. I understand what's up there. Good thing about these barbless hooks, once you hook yourself, you can get out of them. Oh, that's all right. Yeah. I'm going to put you on pause, guys.